Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to Dukonia. Today we are starting out checking out ImFlares build. He recently joined the server, so there's not a huge place over here yet, but it looks like it's this and then upwards into there. I briefly did a little flyover as I got into here, but I want to bring you guys in as we explore it the first time all together. He used a pretty cool cobblestone palette here, mixing up with the dirty cobblestone from the stack slabs. A lot of stairs, giving a lot of different shapes and things to the build, which I think is really cool. And yeah, it looks like he hasn't done much on the interiors or anything. Maybe created a second floor up here, but yeah, nothing done on that quite yet. But overall, it's a really... Oh, well, apparently we've been idle for too long. Let's go back onto the server. Not sure what that was about, but yeah. Oh, and then it's raining. Cool, perfect, lovely, great time for all of this. But yeah, so he's got this cool little path going right here with some grass in the middle of it. I don't know if it'd be that right there. I don't know, but it looks cool. I'm a big fan of his build. We got all this atmosphere in here from this lovely, lovely rain. It's got some shears up here. Mailbox, no mail. Do we have anything we can give him? We can give him some wheat. He can have some wheat. But yeah, he's got some cool builds over here. Let's go check up on this guy. Let's see. Looks like they're all kind of cobblestone and dark oak, which is a cool color combination. Ew. Grass right under the door. Gross, man. Gross. But yeah, so in here we got a nice little table entry area. Looks like a pretty basic area overall. Maybe throw a log in there. Oh, you're actually hiding furnaces in there. Oh, that's pretty clever. I like it. He's got his anvil and a chest up here. You can't even open that. Oh, no, those are our logs. Those are not a gift. Some more stuff right there. And then it goes down into a basement, it looks like. Oh, and he's got his cool storage room down here. Well, that's really nice. Oh, he's got a little tree for a little flower, maybe? I don't know, for a banner. That's pretty cool, though. I like that. I like it. It's cute. And let's go upstairs and see. It looks like he's just got his bed up here, but overall pretty cool spot. Oh, it's got a little back area. Nice. He's got his horsey over there. Nice little wheat field in here. Looks so cool in the rain. And yeah, a little storage back in this area, using the yellow carpets to kind of have some wheat scattered around. If only we could still use the transparent pixels for carpets and whatnot. That's why they're totally square. It's because Mojang decided to make that not allowed anymore. This guy's horse just chilling in there. What's down in here? It looks like enchanting and then down to a mine. Yeah, that's his mine. We're not going to bother going down there. Probably not that pretty. But cool tower up here. How do you get into the tower? That's not an entrance. I thought it was an entrance. Right here. Okay, cool. Let's go up this guy. See if anything's up here. And that is very, very dark. Do we have torches? We do have torches. Nothing up here, just a very dark tower. Got it. I'll leave a torch here for you, bud. We can just leave that there so it's nice and bright. No mobs spawning up there. Really? Really? Can you guys hear that in the background? All the drilling that just started? Well, hopefully it doesn't screw this clip up completely. Let's go check this stuff out over here. He's got one more house we can check out, and then we can head back over to our area. I really like the thatch roof he's got going on for all these different styles. It's interesting. And now there's hammering. Lovely. Perfect. I'm so happy that people are moving in above me. It's so nice. Not. But yeah. So he's got a cool spot right here. Those dirt blocks, grass blocks right under the doors are kind of bugging me. But otherwise, guys, this has been ImFlares' place. Like I said, he's recently joined the server through friends that are already on the server. So with that, guys, we will jump back over to our place near Thornpike that we've been working on, and I will catch y'all over there. Alright, we got all the goodies we need for now. Hopefully we got quite a bit of stuff to start messing with, at least when we're up here. But if you guys remember, this old building we worked on 2 episodes ago, we did the downstairs. Last episode, we came over here and did this old sheep pen, which is looking really cool. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And in here we are going to today be working on the upstairs. So this area, we made it really small and quaint and tiny, and actually hid a little furnace back there to mix things up. And today I want to be doing the upstairs, which is wide open. We got some beds in place up here just because. One thing we got to be conscious of is we have the fireplace right here coming up from down below, so that's something we got to work with. And one thing I really want to try hard to do is to actually kind of create a different, like, I don't want all of this like outside stone bits really to be like open. So I want to kind of do like an outside border area as much as we can, if that makes sense. Even if it's something kind of like that, which here it's okay to do that because we can kind of come up and turn right there and it'd be fine. But I want to go ahead and right now let's just do this, and we can go ahead and throw some trapdoors down and create a little bit of a wall kind of coming up here for us to use for ourselves. We need to get our axe out. And there. Cool, got that stuff back. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right along that bit. Then if we kind of come here and actually create a wall right down the middle. Actually, no, let's do this out of full blocks. I don't want to do trapdoors. It's a massive upstairs. We don't need to use trapdoors to preserve the space. So that's fine. But what do we want to do? What type? That's like a... Because we have this thick beam right here below it. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of how we want to do this. We probably want to do some sort of light hardened clay. Maybe we want to do the white hardened clay, which we have somewhere in here. Yes, we do. We have white hardened clay right there. And do we have some spruce half slabs that we can kind of work with also? We got spruce full blocks. We got some half slabs right there. So let's see how this looks out. So my idea is we kind of bring this all the way across here and have the doorway right there. And we bring this guy all the way up. We're gonna have to kind of cut those down that we were working with before. I did those just to have a little bit of variation to it, but this makes it look a little bit cleaner than the exterior wall, which I like. I like the idea that we can kind of have one side, the inside being a little bit cleaner than what we had on the outside. So I'm okay with it being kind of right here, but we're gonna have to come in and clean this stuff up here on top. Can we get that? Cool. We should have more than enough on us. And yeah, that's perfect right there. And that comes down to being the doorway right in there. But now what I want to do in this bit right here is go ahead and do spruce slabs, trying to get that detail bit. And right there. And then we can come back in with the oak and kind of add those in there to get that little bit of color differentiation between it. But it creates a nice cool border on the upper and lower areas. And then we need to come back in here and throw a door in, probably like a jungle door or something. I don't want this place to be too fancy, and it's already kind of looking a little bit fancier than I want it to, but I think it's gonna be okay. So we can do something like that. Then do, let's say like a chest right here. No, not a chest. I want to do just regular crafting table. So it kind of creates a bit of a table area or a bench. And then we can do that, and that kind of makes that even out up there and bring it there. Actually, no. We can come back in here with a painting and throw a big painting right there, which should be kind of cool. We can grab some bookshelves, bring those guys across the top, and create like another full beam area. Kind of cool idea, I think. Then we can bring our trapdoors over here, and then we can throw a chest right there. Gives us a cool bit of a storage wall. We got to figure out what we want to do for lighting up in here though, and I still want to kind of cover that area going around the outside a bit. For now, we're just going to throw lighting right here on the corners, and probably one like right there. Sorry if the fireplace sound from below is loud. I can never really tell. But what we want to do is I want to create like a cool table here in the center, and we can use kind of just a place for them to meet and sit down. But if we do that and that blocks our stairway right there. So we can't actually do that. How can we get a table to fit in here? Unless we kind of just do something like this, and it blocks the bottom of that, but I'm okay with it. It's mostly want the hanging closet bit right there. So we can do something like that and actually kind of close this off so it's not really a table, but more of a couch area. That's kind of cool. I like that. And then if we wanted to really isolate it, we could bring this up here. And can we not? Yeah, I want that to be there still, just so it's blocking off the bottom bit. But then we can kind of bring this up in here. I think that I'm afraid this might look kind of dumb. It creates a kind of a cool border wall though. Maybe we'll leave it for, no, it's gonna make this little corridor back here way too skinny. We don't want that. We want this area to be pretty open. But what I wanna do here is, I know we already had the bookshelves on the other side, but I wanna go ahead and do that. Like these people that live here are probably pretty well learned, I'd guess you could say. How's that look? That's okay. And then we can come back over here and put that guy there, just some more storage. And I think we have some flower pots below. Is it raining again? Are you kidding me? It's been like 10 minutes since the rain stopped. All right, it's happening. I have the server powers where we do have flower pots. Cool. Let's take some flower pots, some the oxidized daisy, and the little poppies, and we can throw these guys up here and just add a little bit more variety to the whole thing, you know? Want to do that, and we can do one right there. We can do that guy. We can do that guy. Then maybe throw another little poppy over here, and another one. No, we'll leave that. We'll save this last one for maybe in this room. But this bedroom we'll come tackle here in just a little bit. But one thing I actually really like to do with the ladders is kind of just use them as a bracing below the stairs. It creates that cool little detail bit that you can kind of have, which works out well. The beds right here are not probably going to stay there. I just kind of put them there to start. Let me go get some paintings and stuff and finish off this room here, guys, and then we'll kind of come back and bring everything together, and we can move on to the next area together, and that'd be kind of cool. Okay, we got this side finished up here, guys. It's looking pretty cool. I like how it came out. We basically, all I added in was a acacia door back here, so we get that kind of red, orangey, pinky, whatever door back there. Added in this big painting right here, and I added a small little guy up there at the top. Just I felt like he gave a nice little bit of difference to that bland wall. Just a simple painting up there. What we could have done is like a lever, and then some trapdoors across the top, but I decided to go with the painting instead because I felt like this wall is okay leaving it pretty flat and open, because this one is so busy with all the bookshelves and everything. So I felt like it was fine just kind of leaving that one there, you know? Just maybe, what if we change you to actually, oh, that wasn't a silk touch axe. Darn it. Oh well. Well, that right there. Fine. All right, well, we gotta be careful of that. We have to break them with like our shovel or our pick right now, I guess. So in here, I ended up putting this little table in right here, and I want to go ahead and stack that up to a little bookshelf right there. This wall is probably going to be pretty busy again, but I don't really know what we want to be doing with the beds. I'm thinking the beds are honestly going to be going like right here, so we kind of turn them. So let's give that a shot. Do that and that. I think that's okay to do because then they get the warmth off the fire. I know it's a stone wall behind them, but I don't think they really care. And kind of this culture, day and age, whatnot. We can have a little bit of a closet right there next to them. Then back behind them, let's go ahead and do just kind of, what do we want to do back here? I don't know. I want to do like a chest or something, but I don't really want to have the chest like full on being blocked, I guess. Yeah, that's actually okay with me. I like that. What I still need to do is go get some carpets so we can mix this area up with some carpets and stuff to get a little bit more detail and life into here. Let's go ahead and do that guy. Do we have the thing? No, we don't have that mod installed anymore. I was going to check the spawn areas without really needing to go look at the glass, or not the glass, the light levels, because lazy. We can do that, get a little table in here, and we can come back in with like a stone pressure plate or something. I actually want to go ahead and create a little bit of an interior flower box right here. Oh, sorry about that. And we can go ahead and do trapdoors right here in the front. And then on the sides, we can go ahead and do some crafting tables, because crafting tables are usable everywhere. I really don't like those books. They're really bugging me. But we want to, for this guy, let's go ahead and try and get like, yeah, that one looks, that looks great right there. Perfect. And let's go ahead and turn that guy into a closet. And up here, I was thinking about just doing like a row of trapdoors across the top, but we can't put them on that level, which is where I'd want them. Like I want them right there, but we could do something like this, I guess, and kind of hide that height variation right there. You're doing that. And then bring in our bookshelves up here and maybe actually doing something like this and bringing it over a little bit. It looks a little silly. What about if we threw a chest up here? Something like that, you know, gives a little bit more of a difference to it. Over here, we're just gonna, I'm thinking we just do a double chest right there. And if we do a carpet here in the middle, get some cool flowers up in that guy. I think overall it's going to be looking pretty solid. We can do an armor stand right there to mix it up a bit more. And that's, yeah, I kind of like this. Nope, that is way too big. Let me get this place finished up, guys, and I'll be back with you guys after I figure out what the heck is going on with this area. So I'll be back in just a few. Alright, we got our first house in this little settlement completely finished up. Shut up, little sheep. Hey, hey, I will shear you. You shush. Stupid sheep. But yeah, guys, so we got our first one finished up here, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I added a little bit of storagey stuff on the outside, kind of like that. We'll just add more bits of life throughout here, and when we get it and whatnot. But yeah, so our downstairs we did a few episodes back, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Very open concept, but nice close corridors, and it really makes it feel like two separate rooms because of how we brought the beam down in here. Then up above, we actually made two actually separate rooms, you know, those are a thing. I've come back in here with some banners and things, just trying to show that they're storing some of their goods that they'd be selling down here. I feel like they'd be using their upstairs area to store them in the extra places just when they have lots of inventory. And yeah, I added a little green carpet into this room, so you can kind of just chill here and sit down and hang out, you know, do your thing. And then back in the other room, we've got some more stuff. I added some leather armor to the armor stand just because I thought it would turn out pretty cool. Put these item frames in here with the little oxidized daisies to get a little bit of color on that wall. Put in a dandelion and the fern in there. That painting up there ended up staying. Stone pressure plate and a redstone torch being the little candle. Did another little candle up here. Ended up working with this fireplace quite a bit to change it up as much as I could to make it look more interesting in this area because it looked kind of old and dumb. And then up here we put our, whatchamacallit, this, the ladders and things, kind of just adding that extra protection and going with the shape of the roof. Just thought it was kind of a cool touch. But guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys are still enjoying the whole Dukonia thing. This is episode 45, which means this series has been going on with roughly 1 to 2 episodes per week for 6 or 7 months now, which is a really long time for a series to be going on. So let me know what you guys are thinking, if you guys are all still enjoying it. Oh, that's a wall. And everything there. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next episode. Toodaloo.